Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 46 of The Wylde Beyond. I am Ethan, your dungeon master, as always, and I am joined by all 6 of the Wylde things. So happy to have you all here. Once again, friends, Happy New Year to the 6 of you, to everyone there on the stream, everyone listening later on the Go Buff Yourself podcast. Before we jump in to tonight's episode, first of all, the general announcements, 18 plus stream, language, violence, in-game, out-of-game, drug use, all that. Now that that's out of the way. We have a level up. The crew has leveled since the last time we saw them. Maybe in anticipation of certain fights that are upcoming, giving them a little extra boost. So, what classes did everyone end up putting their 6th level into? Bodhi, lead us off.
I'm sticking with fighter, but I did get something called a savage attacker as a feat because I got to choose a feat. So once per turn, when I hit a target with a weapon, I can roll the weapon's damage dice twice and use either roll against the target.
Advantage on damage rolls sounds nice.
Pretty nice.
Kai, how about you? Before you answer, don't designate the specific. You know what I'm saying? So just the one. Gotta keep something to the imagination.
Kai took a level in Warlock.
Ooh. That's
so
going to be
a little bit of sparkly stuff under the skin now.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
Now all of the 3 Chimera jerks have some degree of magic to them, and not really sure how.
I mean, you're former Chimera. Kind of makes sense. Morgan, what about you? Hello, Cat.
As a player who has never multi-classed and probably never will, I'm sticking with Cleric.
It's fair.
And the most I got as a Cleric, because as we know, Clerics get jack shit a lot of the time.
Spells.
I got a reaction, bitches.
Hey, a reaction is very helpful, especially when you previously had 1. And when you're a Cleric, you might as well.
No, it's like I can do something as a reaction now.
No, I know. I'm saying before, I think all you had was opportunity attack. Now you actually have something cool. And heck, when you're a Cleric, you can just go full level 20 anyway. Wraught, what'd you end up going with for level 6?
I get to go to level 20.
I took another level in Sorcerer. I got some fun spells to play with. I'm very excited. I also got 2 interesting features because of my sorcery type. I got Psionic Sorcery, which lets me cast my psionic spells using my sorcery points. And when I do, they're essentially subtle spelled. So I can stand there and do nothing, no vocal, somatic, or anything components.
That's sexy.
And just have magic happen. And I also got Psychic Defense, which gives me resistance to psychic damage, and I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Sweet. That is awesome. Otto, what about you?
Hi. As y'all know, I'm the sweet fun boy ranger here of the Wild Things. But I decided to take a level in cleric. No Church in the Wild.
Not a bad choice.
You and I going totally opposite magic directions.
Yeah.
And suddenly finding himself a higher level while chilling in Liamin's tiny hut, finish us off, Gromp.
This is awesome. Gromp is a bard through and through, and I bet you guys would like to know the spells. You'll find out.
I forgot I get to turn your volume back down now that you have a good microphone again. Well, we are all leveled up and right on time. You all hear those cats? Feeding time is insane down here. So just a reminder, it is canon that everywhere in Loomlurch has at least one cat. So with all of the level ups and announcements out of the way, let's go ahead and run that intro and jump into a hell of a returning point for the Wylde Beyond. are back. So, when we last left the Wylde things, a plan was put in place and was implemented, but things have gotten a little hairy. The initial plan was for the Wylde things to go to Loomlurch, the now home of the hag Scabatha Nightshade, arrange a meeting with her. During that time, Will and the other members of the getaway gang would alert or set off the nearby screaming scarecrow alarms along the garden of Loomlurch. Then, that would give the Wylde things during the meeting with that they arranged with Scabatha the opportunity to make their way through Loomlurch, ideally with all or most of the resistance moved to check out the distraction, break out some of the children that were working there. Will would break out the others. All of you would flee from Loomlurch and meet back at Little Oak. Things started smoothly. The meeting with Scabatha was arranged by Wraught and Otto. Kieren managed to scope out and do reconnaissance on the entire left side of Loomlurch, while Melon, Bodhi, and Rune waited in the nearby woods to cause a second distraction. And during all of this, Gromp remained behind in order to keep the Leomin's tiny hut active as a secondary fallback location, if necessary. The meeting with Scabatha had some complications. She noticed some details about you all, and was willing to make a deal for the Leafy Stone information that you partially came here for. In return, however, she required that you bring Will of the Feywild to her. Those were her terms. After the meeting was concluded, as Wraught and Otto stepped outside, the screaming scarecrows were set off. Kieren had made his way inside, found what seemed to be the mirror that had been mentioned by Bavlorna Blightstraw previously. Also found another room where a young child was chained to the kitchen table, peeling potatoes. And where we left off, Wraught and Otto had made their way back into the front room of Loomlurch. Were starting to move through the facility, but were ambushed by 3 mimics that had disguised themselves as cozy armchairs. Bodhi, Rune, and Melon, hearing the screaming from the scarecrows, decided that was their opportunity and started heading towards the goblin marketplace, flamethrower in hand, ready to set it ablaze. And Kieren busted down the door to the kitchen, only to be confronted by a green dragon wormling. So the moment that we left on, Wraught had turned, breathed fire across the 3 mimics. The green dragon wormling had, even though it couldn't see Kieren, due to the fact that there were multiple knocks on the door and then it burst open, the cloud of poison breath breathed onto where Kieren stood. And Melon, stepping forward into the goblin marketplace with a flamethrower, and beginning to set one of the nearest carts ablaze. It's there that we left off, and it is right there that we are going to pick up. So the very first thing that I need from everybody is going to be initiative rolls, please. I have several to roll as well. Okay. Hold on to them for a second, friends. I got a lot to type out here. There is a number of things happening. Okay. All right. Did anyone beat a 20? Uh-oh. And Gromp, even though you are not involved in one of the fights, I do still want you to roll initiative as well. Cool. How about 15 to 20?
19.
Nice.
15.
Okay. Just double checking. No one else between 15 and 20. Okay. How about 10 to 15?
14.
10.
Oh dear. We're getting low here. And 10 to 5?
6.
9.
I'm going to guess you beat this.
The
Thing's
perfect
initiative.
combination of numbers.
And Gromp?
19 as well.
Oh, that's
again.
right. You already said 19. I'm sorry. So I have Gromp at 19, Kieren at 15, Wraught at 14, Melon at 10, Otto at 9, Bodhi at 6. That all sound right? Okay, let me finish rolling for these others here. Last one. That works. Okay. In that case, just so you all know the way that I'm using this initiative order, there's a lot of things going on right now. We have 3 separate combats, essentially, in 3 separate parts of Loomlurch right now. Kieren towards the back of the fallen tree that is Loomlurch. And just so you all know what I mean when I say back, the tree, enormous, like 300 feet tall, is on its side, having fallen long ago. So the front, quote-unquote, of Loomlurch is the front door, which is where the tree broke initially, while the back of Loomlurch is the top of the tree. That all makes sense? Just so you have a visual. So Kieren is towards the back of Loomlurch. That is where the kitchen is, and is there with the still invisible with the green dragon wormling, while we have Rune and Melon and Bodhi in the Goblin Marketplace, Wraught and Otto in the very front of Loomlurch, the first room with the 3 mimics, and Gromp across the root and vine bridge, still concealed in the trees in Liamon's tiny hut. But you are able to see from where you are as Melon, Bodhi, and the Blink Dog Rune all step forward out of the trees in their own unique fashion. Rune blinking here and there and just appearing on top of a goblin and starting to shred as Melon steps forward towards one of the caravan-style carts. Just this gout of flame from the flamethrower that immediately sets the awning and wood of this cart ablaze. You are about 150 feet or so from the Goblin Marketplace. That's as close as you could get in the tree line to there and still be concealed. So given that, what would you like to do? If anything.
Yeah, I'm out of range to try to send message. I think for now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do and wait. Seems like everything is going to plan, and if they need me, they will call.
That totally makes sense. In that case, the first scene that we cut to from Gromp just looking inside the magical concealment and seeing this happen 150 feet away, we see Kieren. Well, we don't really see Kieren. Kieren's still invisible. We do see the kitchen and this green dragon the size of a very large dog that has placed itself between the work table of the kitchen and the door and has just exhaled. But it is now your initiative. The room that you see, just so you know, is about 60 feet long, 30 feet wide. It's a squalid kitchen carved out of, the walls are still the wood of the tree. There's a large clay oven in the middle of the room, crowded shelves with fungi and jars of pickled grubs, animal skulls, moldy cookbooks, and the child that is in here is a young human girl, and she's shackled. One of her feet is shackled to the work table in here. And as this is happening, she dove under the work table and is just hiding.
Ethan, I would really like to make an intimidation check because I speak Draconic. And I would like to, while still being invisible to this wormling, in my deepest, most menacing, I was a massive chimera who ate things that size. In its language, go, "Stand down, child.
Holy shit.
Return to sleep, and you will live to see the morning."
Okay. The only reason that I am going to... Actually, the reason I'm going to give you advantage on this check is because of the fact that at some point in your existence, you were Draconic. So, make me that intimidation check with advantage versus its insight.
And I'm going to add all 3 points, so it makes it 16.
Those are ties. So we need to roll again.
I'll add 2 of mine to make it 17.
I'll add 2 of mine to make it 18.
Oh, no.
You don't need to.
Don't
Well,
make
I
it
mean, the higher it goes, it can do more. It's true. There is value to even higher rolls. It's up to you. So that's 2. That already that beats the DC, or that beats the contested roll. Going once, going twice. Okay. So with a 17.
Wait, didn't Morgan make it an 18?
Well, I was asking for confirmation if Morgan actually
Yeah, I'll
did.
do it.
Okay.
I've been saving up
Cool.
points for a while.
4 points in total spent to up it by 2. The wormling shrinks its long neck down towards the ground a little bit while opening its jaws wide. Who are you?
A beast larger and older, and has seen more, and can tell you that if you would like to see tomorrow, return to sleep, and then wake to see the morning sun. But this is not your fight.
Nightshade raised me. Is family.
Nightshade is no dragon. You are. But I can give you another option.
I have a really quick question. Where are you?
I'm just like, the door burst down. I'm not inside yet, so I'm not like super close to it. I'm trying to keep my distance.
Okay. All right. Then continue.
I'm afraid of that question now. What the frick? Boys, the brother didn't want to get close to that thing.
Totally fair.
I can give you another option, child. Come with me. Be free of this tree. And grow strong and free. She may have been here, but she will not always be. So, child, If you sit for a moment, perhaps by the flame, warm your scales, I will come for you, as I have come for many in this tree, and you will be free.
Give me 1 second. I would like you to make a persuasion check now. Because the intimidation check was to stop it to listen. And now you're trying to persuade it.
17.
The dragon presses itself lower to... Hello, and a cat wanders in. The wormling presses itself lower to the floor, hissing. Show yourself. You call me child. You hide. Why?
I'm gonna get down on all fours and crawl towards it like Kai would as a chimera. And in doing so, he's going to let all of his fur stand on end. Like all the little weird curled teeth he has pull into a snarl and his eyes turn to slits. Just kind of like taking what he remembers doing to other creatures so that do dragons have like true sight or something?
So, as you
okay, yeah.
as you begin moving forward and just embodying the muscle memory of when you were a chimera, the same posturing, the movement patterns, but as you get closer, as you get about 10 feet from this green dragon wormling, you lie!
I do not.
And it rears back, because with blind sight, it can now kind of see you. So it's going to challenge you a little bit, and we'll pick up there on its initiative. Wraught, you would be up next in the initiative order. So, as we see the green dragon wormling rear its long neck back and open its jaws wide, preparing to strike, the camera flies to the front of Loomlurch in the parlor, where these three mimics had been, like, using their own membranes to haul themselves across the floor and have gotten about 15 or 10-ish feet from you. And Wraught, you're going to be able to act again.
Okay, in a burning room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snap my head back and say, Otto, start working on the door. As I, yep, I like to jump up on the coffee table away from Otto.
Okay.
So that I'm standing, pretty close to all these nasty little things. And I'm going to clap my hands together. I'm going to say, no more of this nonsense, and spread them out as I cast Arms of Hadar.
Okay.
And they all have to make strength saving throws.
Okay. 10, 18, and nat 20.
One of them failed.
All right.
But they're still going to take half damage. So... that will be 10 necrotic damage, 5 for the ones who saved. And the one who failed can't take any reactions.
Oh, okay.
As dark tentacles erupt from the ground and start to slither into these things' mouths and try to tie down their little chair legs.
Fantastic. Just this magical black energy trying to pin these things down, managing to pin down one of them, so it can't take reactions. And you said until your next turn?
Until it's cannot take reactions until its next turn.
Which
but I mean,
is-
since it hasn't had a turn yet.
Now, as the mimics are going to go. And we are going to have, because you cast that spell, you're going to get the majority of the attacks. So
Thanks for the bark skin.
AC of 16, by the way, now.
Let's see. Yeah. They all three are going to bite. The two that, oh wow, a 1 and a 2 on the die against you, Wraught. So those two absolutely miss as
They're getting a little tongue-tied with the tentacles.
exactly they come snapping at you, and just the black tentacles come up, and the one coming at Otto, better, a dirty 20, which I assume hits. And that will
Yeah.
be 5 piercing, 5 acid. So a total of 10 damage. As one of them manages to get its way through a little bit closer to you and come biting on you. It burns where it sinks its teeth into your tricep and bicep, but you manage to knock it off a little bit. Yeah, that'll be its go, which means the scene then cuts to outside in the Goblin Marketplace, where Melon, you have just set ablaze the first of these carts, and the goblin with the head that looks like a candied apple, a rotting one, had, "Hey, what are you all doing? Turn around! Stop them!" And the goblins that had started to flee, "Okay, fine!" Turn it down. Ah! Go running towards you. What you doing, Melon?
I'm going to take the flamethrower and do basically like a half circle around us on the ground. So it's like a nice little flame wall.
Ooh, super cool. Here's... Okay. I want you to make me essentially an intimidation check as well, but with advantage.
Oh, okay, there was going to be more along those lines anyways.
Oh, feel free.
Not good. 7.
7? Okay, well...
With advantage?
Yes. The second one was 6.
Well... 2 of the goblins... About 6 goblins are running towards, and 4 of them stop. 2 of them jump through the flames.
Oh man, I still had a thing about the flames.
Go ahead.
I was gonna do.
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna be the first one to jump past the flames.
Oh, fuck yeah, then.
Yeah. No, so it's like I was gonna do that, and then through the firewall, I was gonna jump through, and I was gonna daunting roar.
Let's go. So what do they have to roll for that?
Daunting roar is a bonus action. I need a DC 13 Wisdom save, or they're just gonna be frightened until my next turn.
They rolled insanely high, but
Oh no.
I'm going to give... Yeah. 2 out of 5 of them who were running towards you as you jump through and roar just stop in place. The other 3 continue running forward. They rolled stupid.
They're running at a lion with a flamethrower jumping through fire.
First of all, these aren't your average, Forgotten Realm or Sword Coast goblins. These are larger and smarter than your average goblin.
And the healthcare plan is great.
But, yeah, they also have They rolled really high.
You know what? Totally fair.
But
You
two of
want to
them
get smacked on the head? I'm fine with that.
stop and are unable to approach you any closer. So that is Melon's go, which brings us right back into the parlor with Otto. You've just gotten bitten by this mimic.
Fuck you! She liked this arm! Fuck! He's right up on me, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, Otto, not taking his eyes off of him, is going to reach for the door and try and open the door first.
Kunk. It is locked.
Fuck. Royal Vizier, the door is locked. And
That's why I told you to work on it.
just literally just looks. What? You know what? That's okay. We're going to all these new things now. We're going to rabbit hop as a bonus action
Okay.
to hop on the mimic and hop up 10 feet to get on the other side of this shit now.
Okay.
Because you're too close to me.
Okay.
And we're going to,
So, you jump up, kick onto the mimic to push off of it, and your feet get stuck in the mimic like a puddle of rubber cement. And so as you just kind of like hang back off of it a little bit as the momentum is weird and you feel like you kind of tweaked your back with that a little bit. You are stuck onto it right now.
all right, see, this doesn't happen man, fuck. All right. Well, then so we're just going to, well, oh boy.
Mimics are so fun.
I hate you.
I love
Well, okay, we're just gonna pull the short sword out and attack.
All right.
21 hit.
Oh, definitely.
Cool. There's that one. Fuck me. That's 4. Hold on. Grapple strikes. That's 5 points of damage. And that's for that move.
Okay. You stab into this. You deal 5 points of damage, and you can't pull the blade back out.
Okay. I just hate all of this. I can't do anything. You know what? Fuck it.
Actually,
need that
what I
back.
need you to do, could you make me a
Yep.
strength check?
Yeah, sure.
Just taking a little mental picture over here.
13.
That is
13.
exactly the DC. So you manage, like, it gets stuck, but you both hands manage to yank it back.
Okay, that doesn't work. All right, get fucked. And I'm going to use Word of Radiance.
Okay. Which does.
Word of Radiance. Just utter a divine word, and it is get fucked. And you have to succeed on a Constitution saving throw of 14, or you take 2d6 worth of fucking radiant damage.
Okay. So.
It's 5 feet. I'm in this motherfucker.
You stab into this mimic, and you feel your blade get stuck. And in that moment, with your feet stuck in this thing, 2 others of them right next to you, and just one of your teammates here. You are terrified in that moment as you are trying to pull the sword out from the mimic. And for a split second, you see someone in your peripheral vision on your left side. Wraught is on your right. You just suddenly see the shape of someone there. By the time you glance over there, it's gone. But the shape that you saw was of a lithe, fairly tall woman with a bow in hand. And just gives you aren't even able to see this because it's only out of your peripheral vision, but we can. We can see as the figure just gives you a little wink and is gone by the time you look there. And as you pull the sword forward, or pull the sword out of the mimic, poof, this burst of radiant energy. Now, you said I had to roll what?
Con 14.
Con 14. Okay. And the range on this?
5 feet.
5 feet. So we'll get 2 of them.
Yep.
3 and a 4 on the die. Both
Cool.
fail.
They both take 2 points of damage.
Oh no. But
Tough
2
rolls.
points. 2 points is 2 points.
Yep. Yep. And the light emanates, the word comes from me, but my horns light up and it shines off that.
Love it. And as that happens, we cut back to the kitchen, where the wormling has reared up and is coming to strike at the still invisible Kieren.
Can I roar at him?
Absolutely.
I'd like to either go with like performance or deception or something. No, actually, it's not deception. He's a fucking chimera. But just to be like, oh, you're gonna strike me? No, child.
Okay. So I would give you another intimidation check to stop the attack again. It's going to be a high DC right now, because he's mid-strike and can see you, essentially.
Or can I just like slap him and be like, no, bad?
If that's the way you want to have your intimidation check manifest, absolutely.
Sure, I'll try.
This is, a little bit of rule of cool here, having you do this right before its initiative, but I'm feeling rule of cooly. So go ahead and roll me that, but it is, like I said, going to be a high DC. Roll that? No.
That's an 18 total score. And I have no more luck that I can give it, so.
I'll give you 2 to make it a 19.
Anything else? 3, 2, 1. We have this fantastic moment as the dragon rears back and goes to strike, and Kieren, seeing this happen, just roars back at it, even as the dragon continues to strike. But with only an 11 to hit, is like just you are able to duck or dodge out of the way as it strikes at you, missing. You lie. What are you?
Do I have the ability to answer, or is it going to be?
Yeah, you can do a short answer.
I do not lie. I am a chimera, but I cannot look it here and be safe all the time. I know what it's like to have the scales and the teeth, child. You are only speaking to one head.
You look more like dinner now than dragon. And
Do you want to see the dragon part? Because I've tasted it as well.
And as these two continue to face off in here, we cut to Bodhi outside in the Goblin Marketplace. Melon having just laid down this semicircle of flame and then jumped through the wall.
As Bodhi just kind of watches this all happen, Oh man. And then he's gonna go with one hand, he's gonna grab cork, and with the other hand, he's gonna pull a joint from in his shell, and he just leans towards this little arc of flame and lights it, and then walks out from behind it on either side, or on one side of Melon. Oh, you don't want to fuck with us, man! And he just holds Cork with both hands, casts his echo, which goes to the other side of Melon. You really don't want to do this, man. We're crazy! Crazy! And I don't know
there.
close enough to really make an attack action, but I will wait for them to attack me before I cut them.
So you're holding your action to attack them, or were you
Yes.
trying to, were you trying to intimidate them, or just holding your
Yeah,
action
let's
to
do
attack?
that.
No, it's up to you.
Let's go for that. That's perfect.
Okay. All three areas make intimidation checks then. So you go ahead and not the mimics, but you go ahead and make an intimidation check then. And
That went poorly. It's an 8.
it's an interesting result though. As you are stepping forward and saying this, the toffee apple-headed goblin looks like cocks his head at you as he's been pointing and shouting for goblins to attack, but looks at you and what you're saying. What are you doing? Why are you attacking this? Why are you attacking us?
Distraction!
For what?
I don't know. We're just supposed to be here doing this, so you go do your thing and we'll do our thing right here.
Let us leave then! We've got
Okay,
no
bye.
beef with you!
Bye. And he's just gonna hold his sword, maintain his echo, and they both go, bye!
He he hesitates for a second and then just gives a whistle, and the goblins that were charging at Melon stop. What? Distraction for what?
Our friends are doing some stuff. We were just so be distraction. We're not. Do you think they're gonna tell us anything?
The goblin begins to walk towards you. Hold on 1 second.
6 feet, motherfucker. 6 feet.
The goblin
But
walks
slow
towards you, and as Cork begins to shout, "Hey, get back! Do not approach my master! Master, he is coming!"
Feet!
And the goblin stops. Okay! Look!
Just go. Go on. You go.
I can't just go. I don't work for Scabatha, though. So if your issue is with her... But if you're here just attacking my people...
No.
No, it's with Scabatha.
Yeah. He gestures back to
Oh,
Flamethrower.
no, it's Scabatha.
Line.
Oh, I'm gonna start putting out the fire at my feet. It's like,
Yeah. We're really sorry about that. And Bodhi and his echo just start fanning. Yeah, we'll put that out. You can just go. You didn't see anything.
And could you make a persuasion check, Bodhi?
more of a humble check.
It's not going well for me. It's a 10.
Okay.
He's trying his best.
Look, we can't just leave. We have all of our stuff here. But, and he is looking over his shoulder towards the bridge. The tin soldiers aren't back yet from checking out whatever the fuck made the scarecrow scream. But they
Yep.
will be.
Yep.
And we can just pretend we didn't see you as you move through here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Enjoy your lunch break. He's gonna just start. Him and his echo are just gonna start shifting.
I've still got some meat pie left that I'm gonna try and hand to him.
He rolled a 22 on his insight, just so you know. But he is.
So he knows I'm not lying.
Yes, he knows you're not lying. Fine. Whatever it is you're doing here, just... He steps towards you, and he says, I personally don't give a fuck what you do to Scabatha. Though I think if you're going up against her, you're suicidal. But if you're going to be doing this, and he gestures towards the still flaming fire, in there, please, there's a little girl. She works in the kitchen. Please don't hurt her.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, and he's still, he's put Cork down and he's fanning with one of his hands. We'll put this out really split, and if we're anywhere near the kitchen, we see somebody roughing anybody up, we'll fuck it up. We're not here to hurt anybody, except get some information and get the fuck out and fuck up scabbards and shit, you know? We're not here to hurt any innocents. Definitely not any kids.
All right. Well, then, you better get going before the soldiers get back if you're going to do something. We didn't see anything. You put that fire out! And starts giving instructions to the other goblins.
Oh yeah, we actually are here to help the kids.
And he turns his head to that. Really? And that is going to bring us to Gromp.
Sorry, I was putting out fire.
Love that.
Top of the initiative order. You are, again, able to, at a small distance, see all of this occur with Gromp and Bodhi.
I can see Melon and Bodhi.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, with Melon and Bodhi.
Okay. But they're still 150 feet away.
More
So,
or less.
I'm gonna
say
point at them and try to send message. It's 120. So
they are close enough that you are able to connect to. Roll a d2. Bodhi.
Bodhi, you'll hear. Hey, Bodhi. This is Gromp. Just wanted to check in, see if you needed me or anything. Feel free to shoot back a message just where you heard this one, right here. You could just think it honestly, and I'll hear you say it. Thanks so much. Again, this is Gromp. Bye.
Do I go back?
You can.
We're definitely not starting fires. Everything's good down here. Distraction's great. Getting kind of hungry though. Might go to the kitchen.
Then Gromp, just to himself, a bit. Oh, they sound fine. I will wait here.
Okay. That will then cut us back to the kitchen. And back to the still invisible Kieren.
He's gonna look this frothing little green lizard dead in the eye. Do you want out or not?
No.
What life is this?
She is mother.
She is not. She is hell.
It's your initiative. If you'd like to do anything else.
Is it aiming towards the kid now? Like, if it tried to strike me, is the kid in any danger?
Would you have moved more into the room, or would you have still been near the door?
Depends on, like, how I had to dodge to get around it.
I would say you dodged just left inside the door, so no, it is actually faced 180 degrees, essentially, away from where the kid is, but is right next to where the workbench is and where the young girl is currently huddling.
Ethan, I'm one goat.
You are.
Reasonably, as a DM, would I even be able to fight this thing? It's a fucking dragon!
It's a wormling. I can't know whether you would win or not, but y'all split up. Yeah? You could tell someone to come and help, maybe. I don't know. It depends on your strategy. I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm still mentally connected to Wraught, and so at the very least I go, Wraught, there's a green wormling in the kitchen and he's being a little asshole! I don't know.
Is that your whole initiative, or are you going to attack?
Sorry, I'm having to chew on it for a second.
No,
I was
good,
not
you're good. I was just
anticipating
asking.
having to fight anything. I'm a girl with 40 HP, come on!
You're about equal in that front, for what it's worth.
Great! They can see me!
Dragons are cool.
I would like to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
By backing up, so
Mhm.
I'm out of its range. Like, fading into the shadows.
Okay. That would provoke an attack of opportunity from it while it can see you.
Would disengage work?
That's an option.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
you know what? I'll disengage, because if it couldn't see me until I got close, I don't need to hide necessarily. But I'd like to disengage to back up, move away, and get around to the kid to try to pick the lock on her if she's changed somewhere.
100%. So you disengage, move that direction, and at the moment, like I said, the dragon was backed up right near to the workbench, so it's only about 7-8 feet from the child right now. So where would you want to go? Like I said, this kitchen is about 30 by 50, 60 feet. So there is a good amount of space in here. Would you want to go right to the kid right now, or would you want to go somewhere else right now?
Probably a feint where it's like I duck away to get some distance, even if I have to like climb up the wall a little bit
Cool.
or something, and then be able to like come back around to the kid.
You watch as you disengage and its head follows you. And then you back out, disengage, no problem. I believe you can do disengage as a bonus action. Is there anything you'd like to use your action for?
Picking the lock on the kid. Wait, is it a lock or is it just like fully soldered around her or something?
Oh, no. It's absolutely padlocked.
I'd like to try to pick the lock because I have a thieves kit.
Let's do it.
In a very, very quiet voice, the quietest I can, getting close to her, go, "You're okay. I'm here to get you out. Quiet." But like the quietest voice I can, like if I can just get really close to her.
Okay. As you say that, like her head snaps your general direction, could you make me a dexterity check plus your proficiency, please?
I'm just gonna do those dice because I don't know how to do that on here. It's a 12 plus 7, so 19.
Oh, yep. DC for picking this one was a 15. So you managed to pop it open. Very cool. Very cool use of your turn. That will then bring Wraught. Oh,
Can I say
anything
one
else?
more thing to her before I end?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to distract the dragon. I want you to run towards where all of you sleep. Find the 2 children who were there. Ethan, what was the name? I wrote it down, but it's like I can't remember it right now. The kid with that I gave the knife to.
Well, there was Broder, was the one, and Pud.
Pud, thank you. I was thinking Bog, but it's like, no, it's 3
Yeah.
letters of something. Mhm. Find Pud and Broder. The fairy goat father sent you.
Fairy goat father? Thank you. And that will then cut us back to the parlor, where Wraught and Otto are still engaged with these mimics. You get this telepathic message from Kai as you are being assaulted by 2 of these right now. Nothing but gnashing teeth and whipping tendons, with still numerous parts of the body made to look like the armchairs, but they are no longer in any recognizable order. So, like, there's just a wooden armchair leg over here, some strips of tan leather here, just a mishmash of tendons and furniture.
You having fun over there?
Fuck you!
Kai says he's got a dragon, so that's an issue.
Why are we using names?
Because that's not his whole name. She it. They're sticky. I don't like that. So many of my spells have the caveat of humanoid.
Ain't that.
How far away am I from Otto right now?
Probably only about... I imagined you were both at the door when this happened, so 5-6 feet probably, if you wanted.
So I could reach over and grab Otto
Yes.
and try to pull him out of the goop?
Yeah, conceivably. Would you like to do that?
I'm gonna try starting with that. Yes, I'd like
Tail.
to. Yeah, I'm gonna grab his arms with my arms and wrap my tail around his middle and try to brace my feet and heave.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you make... This is a straight athletics check, and it's going to be with disadvantage to break
I already
Otto
have a
out of
negative
this.
2, so
I
this
know,
is gonna
I'm
be
so
so
sorry.
fun.
I hope even harder that you get it, therefore, because it would be amazing.
Okay, a disadvantage.
Yep.
Channel that some feral strength.
You got this. Hey!
Oh, I still have to roll one more.
You got 15 though for your first one.
Oh, wait. I have a thing. 1 second.
I have a thing. What's your thing?
It's, when I fail a check, I can spend a sorcery point to re-roll it.
Oh, shoot. What ability is that?
I'm checking. That's what I'm trying to find. I've got so many fucking features.
It's fine.
She showed me earlier, and she's genuinely
I trust-
scrolling through like paragraphs and paragraphs of things that D&D Beyond shows her.
Totally trust you. Find it. After
Magical
your round.
guidance. Magical guidance.
There we go. Okay, super
I
cool.
can use when I fail an ability check,
Mhm.
I can re-roll the d20. So I'm going to try
Hell yeah.
that 5 one more time.
Let's do it.
No, I have a -2 to my strength.
Hey,
I'm trying.
It's all right. So you
All right.
just pull Otto, but can't get him out of it. It's wrapped with the feet and like some on his arm. It's just you can't do it. I think unless you have a bonus action, that is your turn.
All right, it was my action to try to pull him out.
Mhm.
Fuck.
So
Okay, I guess it's my bonus action, so I'm just gonna like screech back to Kai. Kind of busy, surrounded by mimics.
I don't believe it. All right, so it's still going to be the same distribution of 2 attacking Wraught, 1 attacking Otto, but the one that's attacking Otto, because it is grappling Otto, or adhered to Otto, has advantage. So first on Otto, 18 to hit, and 6 piercing damage, and 4 acid damage. The 2 on Wraught. 1 gets a 14.
No, I have a high AC because of Bark
That's
Skin.
right. But the other one with a... I read this beautiful die. 19. I think will still hit. So that will be
Yes.
7 piercing damage for you and 1 acid damage. As
Hellish Rebuke.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna turn around and go date first, and then spit fire at it.
Fantastic. Remind me, do I have to make a save for that?
You have creature must make a dex saving throw. Yes.
14.
Meet to beat.
Meet to beat.
But you still take half damage
Bring it
on
on.
failing. So. You're gonna take 6 fire damage, and that's already halved.
Oh, okay. Dang, nice. Okay. Then that will bring up Melon.
Yeah, the other goblin was like, wait, you're saving the kids?
Mm-hmm.
If we want to continue on that plot line or
Oh,
no?
oh no, I was saying, since it's your initiative, you would get to have the next word if you wanted. So the goblin
Yeah,
had
kids
just...
are priority. Well, no, Otto's priority. Kids are second number one priority. 2 priorities. I can do 2. That's all I can do.
If that's why you're here, if you're here for the kids, if you promise that you'll take Mishka, swear to me?
Is this like one of those weird Fae promises?
No,
Sure.
this is just a promise.
I will do my best.
You promise? Looks at you, Bodhi.
Of course I fucking promise, man.
Could you ask your dog friend to stop chewing on my guy?
Yeah, sorry about that. You can come on back now.
The
Time to work on
The blink dog,
soldiers.
which is at about an eye level with this goblin, says in Sylvan, "We're fortunate," and slinks back
Yeah.
to you. And go, quick! She's in the kitchen. It's towards the back.
Shoot the kitchen.
And he points towards the front door.
Front door? Cool. We're going that way. I'm gonna move that way.
Sweet.
How far
Sweet, you
away
got
is
this fire
Ethan?
thing. Oh, sorry, it's you. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean it's the
It's
magic.
got joint. Yeah, it's
We're-
totally fine.
We're kind of.
We're doing
I
this.
would think
We're doing this
quote
loosey-goosey,
unquote out of the initiative, but still in initiative.
loosey-goosey on initiative right now.
Yeah.
So
It's more fun.
he points towards the ramp of roots that led down from the bridge, but also leads up to the front door to Loomlurch. Go! And he looks over. The guards aren't back yet, but they will be.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to dash over that way for 70 feet.
Okay?
Do shit, dash!
Yeah.
Bye.
Absolutely. And then that will take us as the 3 of you start running that direction. That will take us back into the parlor with Otto. You are still adhered to this mimic, at least feet. You have your short sword back, and you just had a little bit of a strange experience that you can't quite explain. What are you doing?
Wishing I was anywhere but here right now.
Don't fault you there.
All right. Well, you know what? Fuck this shit. Bonus action uses Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
'Cause cannot mark my... Are you not going to let me? Thank you. All right. Using that. And then the best thing that we can do is...
Best part of... Nope.
There's better coffee.
Coffee.
You know, just gonna swing with the sword. I can't fucking move. So I can't move. So we're just
You
gonna...
could try to rip yourself out. You got a higher strength than me.
Sure, I'll try and get out.
Okay. Could you please make me either an acrobatics or actually, let me double check one.
Do a flip.
For some reason, I'm spacing on this, so give me a sec.
Fucking flip with the chair still
Yep.
on me and land in the same spot.
So, your
Going
choice,
deeper.
either acrobatics or athletics,
Okay.
since it's
Fuck.
you. The
Acrobatics,
escape
baby.
DC, or the escape check made against these mimics is made at disadvantage.
Cool. Cool. All right, that was a 17 for the first time. 11.
11. Just, you manage to pull one leg out successfully, but then as you start to try to pull the other one free, you just get re-adhered.
I have 2 attacks. Can I just do it again?
Making an escape check is an action.
That's cool. All right, that is.
But you have bonus
That's all I
action
can
if
do.
there's anything.
Nope, I already used bonus action to do Hunter's Mark. And-
Okay. So as
Wait.
you just...
Wait, was that a check?
What?
Hold on, or a save? What I just did.
Check.
Okay, never mind. It wasn't lucky footwork. Because it's not a dex saving throw. All right.
Very
yep,
unlucky
okay.
footwork at the moment here,
Yep.
partially inside a mimic.
Yep.
So as Otto is just pulling, trying to get free here, we cut once again to the wormling. You, Kieren, just undid the padlock in time to look over your shoulder to see as the head of the wormling has arced around towards you and is about to check to see if it gets its breath attack back. It missed it by 1. It doesn't get its breath attack back, which is very fortunate for the child. But is going to go in for an attack against you, Kieren. 22 to hit.
That hits.
That one will do. 6 piercing damage and 6 poison damage.
I do like any dodge.
Ooh, very nice. So taking that to 6 or 3 of each. The dragon does still manage to bite you, but you just tumble out of the way just to get clipped more by the bite than actually having the teeth sink into you. Nicely done.
Can I tell the child to run at that point?
Absolutely. What do you just shout run?
Go, go, go! Towards the front. Grab the rocking horse and take it with you.
Okay. And goes running, like, at first runs and does a big wide circle around the edge of the room towards the door, just keeping as far from the dragon as possible, who whips its neck up as she is free of her chains. Escaping again! But the kid continues to slide along the wall towards the door. That will bring us to Bodhi. Bodhi, you've been running alongside Melon and Rune. Make it to the front door. There are no guards currently, but also from here, if you wanted, you could possibly see what was going on the other side of Loom Lurch where the screaming is still happening, but you would have to drop down or lean over the bridge a little bit to see that, if you want.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to see where all the sound is coming from.
And what actually attracts your attention that way, aside from the screaming, is something you can see as you first get up onto the main part of the bridge right next to the front door into Loom Lurch. And you see running towards the tree line 2 members of the getaway gang who are... Hold on one sec. Where is... You see Zenor and Bobby running towards and jumping into the tree line. as several of the spherical tin guards are running, pursuing after them. And as you lean over to get a better look, you see several more of the tin guards, along with a very strange-looking woman wearing petticoats, shrunken, with a key in her back that even from here you can see is standing perfectly still. And you see that these 3 guards here and this woman are facing towards past the screaming scarecrows, which are still screaming. Like I said, a few of them literally screaming their heads off, with the heads on the ground in front of them, continuing to let out this high-pitched wail. But behind them, you see Lamorna, who is standing by the tree line, just majestic, mane blowing in the wind up here on the hill as several of the tin soldiers are approaching towards her.
Fuck, Melon! Melon, Lamorna's in trouble. What do we do?
If you want to go, you go.
What am I gonna do? I'm just one turtle.
Yeah, but you're strong.
Not that kind of strong, buddy.
I'm gonna do a quick check. If it's not that bad, I'll join you.
Okay, I can't let her go down like this, man. I can't let her go down like this.
You got this. I believe in you.
And is there a path I can take to try to get up and around these? I don't want to go through them. I want to go around them to where
what?
I can. I don't know.
So
I'll take the fucking river. I don't care.
So, are you asking if there's a way to get that way?
To Lamorna.
Yes,
yeah.
you would have to drop down off of the bridge here. There isn't a
That's
ramp
fine.
that heads this direction.
Okay.
So if you want
Is it water?
No, not right here. But it's also only a 10-foot drop right here.
Oh, okay, cool. I can do that easy.
Yeah.
And call for Gromp.
Oh yeah. And he's just gonna flail his hands in the air, hoping that he can see. Hoping he can see that this is distress.
100%. So, Bodhi, as you use your movement and action to dash and run that direction and signal and scream towards Gromp, that does bring us to the top of the initiative, which is Gromp. And you have been watching all this occur, and you watch as Bodhi runs that direction, and you just hear, Gromp.
Bodhi looks like they're dancing.
No, you fuck!
Suppose I can dance with him. And I'll just start walking. I don't know if I necessarily sense the urgency in the flailing. Because she should know that the X... This is danger.
I mean, to be fair, about
Nope.
under a minute ago, Melon was setting things on fire. So,
Well,
it would be a fair interpretation.
that was the plan. I feel like that was the plan the whole time.
Fair
Fine,
enough.
Gromp, you don't have to come for me. It's
No,
fine. He says
I
it's
mean,
fine.
I'm walking towards you, and I'll use my action to dash to keep walking towards you.
And as you run out of the tiny
Walk.
hut, well, if you're dashing,
Well, speed walk.
you do a
I'm not
speed
trying to
walk.
get tired here.
The tiny hut behind you dissipates as you leave its boundaries, and you start heading towards where Bodhi is going. That will then bring us to Kieren.
I haven't attacked anything yet, so I'm still invisible.
It's true.
I'm gonna disengage again.
Okay.
And I'd like to get... How far away was I from this little bastard when he seemed to see me?
Which time?
The first time when I was like crawling up towards him.
Somewhere between 12 and 8 feet.
I'd like to get just a little bit further away than that.
Somewhere
And
roughly
leave.
between those two.
I'd like to go out and try to follow the child if I can, as quietly as I can, so that he doesn't know where I went.
Okay. So disengage being your bonus action. Go ahead and make me a stealth check. And are you trying, which are you putting the emphasis on? Moving quickly or moving quietly?
I'm certainly not trying to dash.
Okay.
If I can, I want to get out of the room and make sure that the unicorn is being moved and get that mirror. Because the mirror is now my priority now that the kid is out and either dragging the unicorn or I can drag the unicorn. But I want to get out of the room.
Heard.
I didn't think I was that far in, but I got a 24 on my stealth check.
Heard, no problem. Because you were in the center of the room, little off center where the workbench was. But you moved that direction, disengaged, very high stealth check. And as you move fully out of the room, you see the little girl who you released with the unicorn, or with the rocking horse. And it's larger than she can reasonably carry, but she is pulling it and has gotten it like close to the front door. Or not the front door, the door that leads towards the front of Loom Lurch. And it's just been pulling it, scraping along the floor.
Since my bonus action was the disengage,
Still have your action.
Can I use my action against the mirror?
Oh, 100%. So what would you like to do regarding the mirror?
For flavor, there is a first level. I only have one spell slot, never mind. Can I use my brand new cantrip, True Strike, as I look at this mirror to try to figure out what is the best way to destroy this thing?
Sure, absolutely.
I get up really close to it.
Okay. And as far as you can tell looking at it, just a mirror. Should just be able to break it.
Unfortunately, I think casting the cantrip was my
true.
action.
There is a casting
so.
that. Yep. So as you cast this on your weapon, you step in front of the mirror. We'll pick up there on the next go around. Wraught, then, you are up.
Do I see Melon?
Not yet. He hasn't opened the door yet.
I think I realize I am not strong enough to free Otto. So I am going to... hold out my hand, and I'm going to say, cover your eyes, and I'm going to force my hand at the one that's chewing on him, and cast Sorceress Burst, point blank into it.
Fantastic.
Using fire damage.
All right. So is that just an attack?
Yes, but I don't think that's gonna hit. No, I don't think it's going to hit. I don't think I have anything that can make that actually hit, because I rolled a 2.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna miss, unfortunately.
I think it's like he's just like Slippy. Is there anything I can do to make this hit? Oh my god!
It's all right. It's all right, Rod. It's okay.
It is not okay.
Believe it'll be okay.
I really believed and I rolled it too.
Well, it's all right.
All right. What you doing?
Oh no. I mean, that was my action. I can't switch my telepathic speech because I can't see anybody. I literally can't do anything.
Alright.
Bonus action, pull harder on Otto.
Just continuing to try to pull the rabbit man out of the mimic. Step out of the hat. Which will now bring us to Melon.
Can I just kind of open the door, see what's going on?
As we see from the inside, the door just creak open, and the lion's snout and Melon's head
Hello.
just kind of stealthily peek in while there's all this chaos going on the opposite side of the room. So as you peek in, you see exactly what's happening. Otto, feet still adhered into the mimic. So as the mimic is moving, Otto is just getting thrown and flailing around the room while Wraught is there fighting against two of these things and trying to pull Otto out of it. So that's what you see when you look in here.
I'm gonna back out for a second. I'll be there in a minute. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just rip Otto out of there.
Okay. You run up to where Otto is adhered and try to pull him out. Could you please make me a athletics check with disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
Yep. All ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage.
The minimum was 10. You know, I'll use everything I got to make it a 12.
DC is 13, so if anyone
Anybody?
can modify it.
No, I'm helping too.
I'll give it.
No, let Otto give him some.
Help me!
I'm helping you now.
give enough to give him one more to beat the shit.
Hey!
Go, 2 points.
So just as pull, help me! And manage to yank Otto free of this mimic. All right. And
With a satisfying pop, he's out, and I just set him like on my shoulders, standing up.
with movement and action, is that your turn?
Yes.
Otto, you are up and free.
I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Cool. Thanks, bud. And I'm gonna get off of Melon's shoulders and go back further enough to where I'm not in danger of these fucking mimics. And now we can do damage.
Are you doing anything like disengage? Because if not, it will provoke an attack of opportunity.
How tall are you?
Tall.
5'7" on a good day.
Oh, no, Mel was like 7 something.
Cool.
Oh, wait, no, oh, God damn it, Ethan.
No. We love short kings. We love it. You know what? Fuck it, because Otto's angry at this point, and we're just going to we're going to go ahead and shoot my bow at the one that tried to eat me.
So, from within, are you still 5 feet away from it? Is my question. Or are you doing something to get away from you said you were moving away from it, which is fine, but it would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Bonus action, rabbit hop up. I'm out.
So
hopping off and going back.
Hopping off Melon.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
And jump back. You are now able to get out of range without provoking an attack of opportunity. And
yep. Fuck that shit. Longbow. 13 to hit.
Will hit. You don't have a high AC.
All right. 6 points regular. Dreadful strike to 6. That's 8.
That's 8 additional?
No, I'm adding it up.
Okay,
6
cool.
plus 2. Then I use because I have more things now. Hunter's mark. That's 6 plus 5 plus 2 I'll add up everything afterwards. So that is 13 points of damage for the first attack. Yep. And then we're gonna do that again. Hit
Ooh, this
again.
thing is looking pretty rough right now.
24 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Yep. Get fucked. That's 6 points. 6 plus 2 is 8. Plus, where are you? Hunter's mark. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 points of damage. Is it still up?
You send this second shot into it as you're still just recovering from everything, now about 30-ish feet away. As the second shot goes in and begins to lose its shape and becomes even the lingering bits of armchair and just becomes this amorphous thing of tendon and gore and teeth and just dead.
Cool, it's dead. Awesome. I'm going to turn around because I have a new ability. I have something new, and that is War Priest. I can use a bonus action. I can use it. When you use the attack action, you can make one more weapon attack as a bonus action, and I'm going to hit one of them at Wraught.
Wasn't your rabbit hop? Or is that just a feature? Something you can just do?
Oh, I already used the bonus. My bad. Got it.
Next time.
It was a nice thought.
Next time.
Yep.
Next time. Got something to look forward to.
Yep.
Something to look forward to.
I'm done now.
All right.
And I'm mad.
Then
get the door open or help Wraught. Either way, I can't open that. I'm going to help Wraught.
We cut back to the room with the portraits embedded in the walls. This tree, even inside this tree itself, the decor here is more than any place you've seen arboreal. And as Kieren is standing in front of this mirror, still invisible, we see the dragon wormling at the door pull its way forward. Look around for a second. And then its eyes lock on the child. Escaping again. Naughty. And charges towards the kid.
I can opportunity attack against it.
No, not because of the positioning of where you are. This is a...
Wait.
The kid has been dragging the... like I said, has been dragging the horse towards the door. You went off towards one of the bookcases where the mirror is embedded.
Oh, I thought it was like a long thing because I was thinking like in the tree, all of the rooms were like a long tube.
They're long, but this is a huge tree. Like 30 to 40 feet across inside here. So you were against one of the walls where the bookcase is. And the is going to try to pounce on the child. 18 on the die, definitely going to succeed. And there is a high-pitched scared scream as the dragon, which, like I said, isn't enormous, but is the size of a pretty big Doberman, pounces on and pins the girl to the ground. Nightshade will be most displeased with you. I wonder what she will do. And that's going to be its turn. That'll cut us over to Bodhi. As you jump down here and start running forward, you see Lamorna lift her head a little bit higher than it already was, looking your direction, and turn and start off into the trees. The guards running behind as the old woman there begins to shout, Stop, idiots!
Okay, should I turn around? Oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Whatever you want to do. I will say that you can see from here, because you were running forward a little bit. You see that you are near the gardens, or you're essentially in a garden area. The scarecrows are up on a hill that overlooks this area. The tin soldiers are only about 80 or 90 feet from you, with the old woman dressed like a doll about 70 feet from you. You can see that along the wall or the exterior wall of this tree, there is just about 40, 50 feet away a door in the side of it that leads into the building, into Loom Lurch. What would you like to do?
Oh my god, too many decisions. Oh my god, he can see me, oh my god. And he's going to
You also
suck
could, if you wanted to, you also could easily pull yourself back up the bridge. It's only about 10 feet tall, so you could absolutely do that. So whatever you would like to do.
Will they be able to see me
They haven't
better there?
They haven't seen you yet at this point.
Okay, then I'm gonna pull myself up really, really, really quick, and then I'm gonna suck in on my legs and on my hands, and then I'm gonna be hiding.
Okay, so you pull yourself back up onto the bridge that you just jumped down where Melon was just moments ago. And the door is open, and you can see inside here, and you see Otto about 10 feet or 15 feet into the room, bow drawn, and you see Melon and Wraught fighting with 2 mimics in here.
Fuck. If I dash, they'll see me. I don't want them to see me. I don't want to draw their attention here.
Back here on the bridge, they don't have a good view of you.
I'm gonna run! I'm running out the door!
Just angling wise, and they were not paying that much attention to you. The distraction is working. This was the whole goal of the screaming scarecrows and others assisting and distracting, was that you would be able to act unnoticed. So as you climb back up,
and he saw Lamorna was running into the woods, so she's not going to be hoarded, ideally. Yeah, so he's gonna run back, and then he's going to book it to where he sees his friends.
Okay, you run into the room here. I'd say that with all of that would be just about 30 feet of your movement gets you about 10 feet into the room. You do still have your echo summoned, if memory serves. Is there you still have an action? Is there anything you would like to do?
Is there something that I can attack immediately?
If you have a ranged attack, there are 2 mimics in here, yeah.
I think I still have a javelin. Can I chuck the javelin?
Absolutely.
Oh wait, oops, sorry, did the wrong thing. 8. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. Ten damage. I was accidentally pressing my trident instead of my javelin.
No problem.
My bad.
So you were throwing the javelin, not the trident?
I was trying to throw a javelin. Yeah.
You send the javelin and sticks into one of the mimics very close to Wraught. 10 damage, very nice. Anything else?
No, that's my last one.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the order. Gromp.
Well, that seems more urgent. And I will try to keep up with Bodhi. Who has run from me.
So by the time you get there, you see as Bodhi pulls himself back up onto the bridge and runs inside this room. So only about 60 feet or so in front of you. So you can move. Your full movement would bring you to just about the middle of the bridge at this point.
Yeah, I'll just move and bonus action. And dash.
Okay. You manage to get into the front of Loomlurch. All right. Anything else?
Yeah. I see everyone in here.
Everyone minus Kai, yeah.
I'm gonna look around, see if anyone looks fucked up. Everyone seems kind of okay. Otto seems a little, he seems a little unkempt right now, so I'm gonna say, hey buddy, I made it. You're doing well. Give him a little wink, bark inspiration.
Hell yeah.
And that's the turn.
Love that.
You got goop on your feet, bro.
Have acid on me. It burns. It's quite an exfoliant. Did you know acid's quite an exfoliant? Did you know that?
Tried it.
Yeah, it's great.
We're about to have a hairless rabbit.
Can you have more than one bardic inspiration at a time? Because it's been 2 weeks and I forgot that I had one, so it looks like it's with Otto now. Okay, thanks.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, it almost only lasts 10 minutes.
So, if the question was, can Gromp have multiple bardic inspirations distributed? Yes. Can you have multiple bardic inspirations stacked on you? No. So you would still be able to have it, but it's been longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your bardics now?
D8.
Thank.
All right. Then that was Gromp's turn. That brings us back to Kai.
Ethan, can I stab, move, and then stab again?
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action stab the mirror with my dagger.
Okay. Shatters.
And, like, mental connection, if I can go to Wraught, check to see if Otto's mark is gone. And then I'm going to sprint up behind the dragon, and I would like to stab it with my rapier with a with sneak attack, because another adversary of it is within 5 feet.
The 8-year-old child is not going to constitute a combatant in this situation. So,
I mean, it's not considered an enemy. It's not combatant, it's enemy.
Not to the point of sneak attack is like its attentions, its violent attentions are focused on fighting that one. And it makes it easier for you to get in there and get the stab. This is not.
But if I'm invisible coming from behind, though.
If it isn't in like the
mirror.
initiative to make attacks, it's not an enemy in this case. And the kid is definitely not. So I'm going to say that does not constitute.
I'll stab it anyway.
You can still stab, 100%. Yeah. So, go ahead and roll that.
Yeah, that's a 9. That's not happening.
9. No, that will miss in this case. But
He doesn't even know I'm there at this point.
well, it's not really that it misses, it's that it's dragon scale. So you stab into it and just aren't able to sink into the meat as the head whips around. Ew. All right. Anything else? That is action, bonus action, movement. Okay. That brings us then to Wraught.
Otto, show me your arm. Lift it up.
Otto lifts his arm, and it is empty. No mark remains.
Kai needs help. I have to go help Kai now. And you can see she's starting to pant a little bit. If I tried to get away right now, I would take opportunity attacks, correct?
Oh, yeah. You would take 2 at this point.
Can't anyone disengage?
As an action. Yeah.
I don't want to use that as an action, though. I Actually, shit, I'm probably better. Because these things are bad news. Okay, yeah,
So
I'll
you know,
take.
it's holds for me to try and break down the door.
I did ask. I did say for Melon to either.
Otto did ask.
That is true. Actually, I could probably break down the fucking door, but I will. We're just gonna clean up these guys. I'll be right there, Sarah. I'm gonna try to hit it again. I will use. I'm gonna look over at the injured mimic, and I'll go. None of that now, and snap. And I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. All right.
For a Wisdom saving throw.
With a 4 on the die, I'm going to say no.
Keep in mind, Toll the Dead. We need a fail, and they're injured. You get D12.
Yep, and because it's
They
already
are
injured, it's
injured.
gonna come and takes 2d12 of necrotic damage.
Dear.
19 necrotic damage.
Oh.
As it, and it's not even just a bell noise that sounds, it almost sounds more like hooves kicking the side of like a metal building than anything else.
Love that. And the bits of the chair and flesh parts of the mimic just rot away as this huge amount of necrotic damage washes over it. Nicely done. Anything else?
And I still don't want to move because I'll take attacks of opportunity. I think just while still staying in their range, I'm gonna try to get Melon to be the bigger target by kind of sidling, up next to / behind him.
Got it. All right. So just trying to reposition a little bit without going out of
Just
there.
enough of a shift that it's like, hey, look at the big
Love
cat
that.
man.
So, given that, I will only have one of these attack you, and one of them will go for Melon.
Cool.
The one on Melon rolls a 17.
Not enough.
The one on
You're
Wraught
looking for an
rolls a
18.
23.
I can't help with that.
That's enough.
So, you are going to take 10 bludgeoning damage as part of the goop and tendons of this lash out towards you and adhere onto you and begin to pull you back towards the mimic.
No, don't like it.
That is their go. Melon, you are up. Otto, you're on deck.
Can I freight trade down the door and then go help Wraught out?
The door behind them?
The door that I was motioned to by Otto and Wraught.
Okay. Yeah. You want to try just run past this and just knock it down?
I'm gonna freight train it.
Because of that enormous running start, I'll give you advantage on an athletics check.
Excellent. We are looking at a 16 or a 26.
Woo. Well, with a 26, you knock down the door, and as the door falls, you see a large, and by large, I mean about 110 feet long room that is the width of the tree and looks like a workshop. And you see several children who are gathered around a wooden work table, and their heads snap your way. So too, do the heads of numerous goblins that are in this space, and tin soldiers. Heads turn your way.
So have I got a second?
A second, yeah?
What was the funky shape? It was a whatever his name was. What was he wearing?
Whoa, there were a lot
Candy
of
apple.
words there that I did
Chucklehead.
not quite get.
Chucklehead.
Okay.
What was he wearing?
A
Candy apple.
candy apple.
Kind of, yeah, roughly.
Okay. So I've got a second to at least say stuff. Yeah or no?
Sure. Something you can do a sentence or two.
Goblins, candy apple head is. We're getting the kids out.
All right. Love that. As
if I've got anything else, I'm gonna try and it's like, okay, let's get Wraught out of that mimic now.
All right. So as you shout this, and as you knock the door down, shout this, several of those small, pinkish, shrunken-looking goblins who were in this space give and scatter and run. A few of them just like who were near the door just bolting past your legs and running out and through this room, scattering. All right. That will then bring Otto up.
Cool.
Oh, yes. Knocking down the door. That was your action. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Otto, sorry.
All right, cool. So we still got a mimic left or two? How many?
2 are left.
Cool. We're going to do what my original plan was, what I did last time. Throwing a bow. 17 hit.
17 will hit.
Cool. 11 points. God damn.
Oh yeah.
13. Okay, and I wish they would just put this all on one page, but okay.
That'd be too convenient.
Yeah. So, with that first hit on one of them, whichever one's hurt the most, I don't give a shit. That's 13.
Total of 17 damage?
Yep. Wait, no. 11
plus 2 plus 4?
Yes.
So 17?
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
So 17 damage.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is.
Cool, gonna hit that motherfucker again.
Let's do it.
That's an 11.
11 will miss. It's less that misses and more you just shoot a part of the mimic that was not of vital importance.
It's okay. War Priest. Bonus action. Doing it again.
Awesome.
22 hit.
22 will absolutely hit.
Yeah, get fucked. I'm sick of this shit. I hate mimics. That's Mav talking. That's Mav talking to you right now.
Mimics are the best.
Really? Are they really the best, Ethan?
So what you're saying instead of smack talk,
they are.
have talk.
Ethan? 7 and so 12 points of damage.
Which is exactly the number of hit points it had remaining. So paint me this picture, Otto.
Cool. After the usual how my arrows look, the second one missed. I get mad because I see that it has attacked Wraught in some form or fashion, and you see pull the arrow out and it glows. There's a greenish glow to it, and it fires. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like something's on my hand guiding the arrow, guiding my hand where it needs to go and letting it go. And kind of just shoots through and kind of sparkles, like, and pops into the mimic, filling it with like psychic damage. I'm using my trauma as a weapon. I'm weaponizing my trauma, and it gets a flee of what happened to me. That's what they all feel when I get hit with a psychic arrow of mine. Was that, and yeah, and just explodes. I don't care.
Love it.
A plant is left behind. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Anyway, go. And I'm just gonna look at right. Go.
All right. Fantastic. So that second one dead. That brings us back to the Wormling and Kieren fight. The Wormling is going to after you stab it, going to forget about the child and turn its focus towards you. Still did not get its breath weapon back. And a 15 I don't think will hit you. Oh, it does?
Need to have an AC of 15.
Need to beat. So, this bite does 1d10 and 1d6. That is 6 piercing damage and 5 poison damage.
Uncanny dodge!
And you uncanny dodge it. Gotta love that. Rogues can one-on-one pretty well with that. Very nice. So that will be 6 damage instead in total. Or actually, hold on. Let's see how that divides out. It might divide out more beneficially for you. So that's a total of 3. 6 damage. And it is just focused on you. That will then bring us back to Bodhi.
What am I looking at in here?
You see that there is 1 remaining mimic. 2 have been reduced to their amorphous states. And the one that is still alive has Wraught and is like fishing line just pulling her back towards it at this point. As a large mouth forms directly towards where Wraught is, as beginning to get ready to take a big old bite.
Can I cut the
Otto?
tongue on this thing? Oh.
You see,
I thought that was the one that I attacked.
if that was the one that you attacked and I missed that, then it is not dead.
Run it back. No, I'm not taking it from you. The other one's dead. Go, Bodhi. Save your boo.
Well, in other words, because the one that has Wraught has more hit points currently, and so if it had been the other way around, we would have 2. It's up to you. I'm happy to play it that way.
Nope. Cut it out. Cut this out of
All right,
the
cool.
back end.
So it's pulling her.
Yes.
Can I cut what's pulling her, assuming it's a tongue?
Oh, that's a fun option. Sure. Go ahead and make me a standard attack. It will be an attack action, but it's a called shot, essentially.
12.
So 12 because of trying to hit this smaller area. If you're trying to break the adhesion, will miss.
Lame.
It's a called shot, so the AC effectively goes up.
I'm gonna stay there because my bonus actions are movement based.
And don't
So
forget,
I will-
you have your echo as well.
I don't think I can attack with both of them at the same time.
Double check that.
Do you really not have 2 attacks as a fighter?
Oh shit! I just got a second attack. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right, let's start with that then.
18.
And were you still going after the part that was...
Yes.
With an 18, you hit.
Max damage 17.
17, damn. Okay. You manage to... You slice this section of tendon that had adhered to Wraught and was luring her in, and you cleave it, and Wraught, because you were straining against it, the sudden lack of tension sends you tumbling backward a little bit, but you are free. All right.
And these then going to block, body block Wraught.
Just stepping in between.
Yep.
Love it.
Cloak.
Love it. All
Sword
right.
drawn.
Gromp,
I have to pee. Bye.
you are now fully in the room.
And there's just the one left that I see.
Here, hold on. Quick timeout. If there are 2 people who are going to the bathroom right now, let's just take a quick 5-minute break.
Okay, bye.
Okay. We're going to take a impromptu but clearly needed bathroom break. We'll be right back in 5 minutes or so to pick up and see what happens here. Be right back. All right. We are back, everybody. Thank you for your patience with that impromptu but absolutely necessary bathroom break in that moment. And I believe we left off with the end of Bodhi's round, bringing us up to Gromp. So one sec, let me just, much as I love this track, let's go with that.
Nobody likes that.
I like it. So,
Gromp is going to pull out his hand harp and say, "Been gone for a while, guys. Time for a song." But instead of singing, he's just going to look at the last mimic and say, "Oh, you dirty little goop. You piece of shit. You fucking suck." And cast Vicious Mockery, Wisdom 15.
Jesus Christ. I feel like
I feel like I should have paid for that. What the fuck?
I really want to know, like,
You can
for
come
things
now.
that can't understand what you're saying, how the mockery still impacts them. And yet, somehow, even though it doesn't even speak or understand language, you wound it to its core. You said I have to roll what?
Wisdom 15.
I got a wisdom 14. So I think that's a no.
4 damage.
Well, 4 damage is 4 damage.
Damn straight it is.
As you just demoralize this mimic a little bit.
And there's plenty more where that came from. And I'll end my turn.
All right. Love that. That will then bring us to Kai.
Since the little girl isn't a enemy or combatant, would you say that I'm the only enemy of this dragon within 5 feet?
Yeah,
Nice.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I forgot that Ragish Audacity
I was
was
like-
the... If you were the only one within 5 feet, this is like literally
like you
every
didn't need
situation
it.
where I can have sneak attack. So, I'm going to use my very first actual spell slot ever.
Let's
For my bonus
do it.
action, I'm going to use Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
And I'm also going to have sneak attack on this, but I only get the one stab.
You get the one stab. That's not a good expression.
Well, I rolled a 9 because I rolled a 2. And that's
Nine.
there's nowhere amount of like stuff I can pump into this to make it worth its while because this is my only spell slot. Unless for flavor, it's like, hey, congratulations, your first spell, but you know, whatever.
You know, as much as that appeals to me,
So, wait, you're right. It's like it pumps into my first hit for the next time you hit something.
there
Hang
you
on.
go.
The next time you hit with a melee weapon.
you go.
So I haven't actually hit anything yet.
Is it concentration to keep it going?
Yes.
Okay, so good to know. But you are, this time you actually do flat out miss as the wormling bats away your attack with a wing buffet. And
Right.
And now you're not invisible, right?
now you've made an attack, you are now fully visible. Well, you actually were fully visible before when you had stabbed the first time. But that will, as the cry, Wraught, cuts us to Wraught. You are free of the mimic's grasp.
I'm free. I hear this call. You see Wraught get her legs under her, and she goes, "Take care of the kids, boys. I gotta go." And you see black tendrils snap out of her mouth, wrap around her whole body and her wings as she casts Fly on herself. And she's going to rocket out the window.
Out the window?
Unless I can see straight down the tree and there are doors open along the way.
Mm.
If I can do a straight shot at that,
There-
great.
Here in the parlor, there's only the door into the workshop. So you could see potentially what's in there. And there's the door out of the front door that you came in. There aren't any other doors here.
Okay, so there's no door to keep going into the tree at the end of the workshop?
There is. Did you say
Is it
you blasted
closed?
into the workshop, or did you?
I was going to try to. Here's the thing: if I can see into the workshop and then into the next room, kind of thing. If I can just keep going straight, that's what she's gonna do. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to get to it from the outside.
Just on a quick glance, just through the door, there is a closed door on the opposite side, yes, of the workshop. But it is, like I said, about 80, 90 feet away.
So I probably couldn't get any actually further by going outside.
It's your call.
Okay, I'll cast fly. I'm going to go straight on through the workshop.
And how far are you able to move this turn?
I can move 60 feet
60
because
feet?
of fly.
Okay.
So she's going to rocket up to the ceiling and shoot down towards the other side of the door. So casting fly was my action. That's my movement. And at the height of my fly, I'm going to shout down at the kids, "Time to go! Here's the rescue!" Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So you just fly into this room, which is illuminated with flickering lanterns, and there's this ambient, soft music that sounds like it's being produced by bells and chimes, just all around in this space. There are parts of toys heaped in piles and on the tables here. The three children, as you rocket in, who were all at one table, one of them was actually, it looks like, standing on the table when you all knock the door down into here, and they are all just cowering at the moment. And two of those tin soldiers run forward and start running underneath you, trying to keep pace and trying to follow along where you go. All right, then that will bring up the one remaining mimic, who is going to make its attack at Bodhi. And will miss. With a 12, doesn't even get to your natural turtle armor. So you just manage to step out of range as it tries to attack you. That then brings Melon up, Otto on deck.
Cool. Where's the nearest tin soldier?
From where you are at the door, currently about 50 feet into the room.
That's too far. I don't like that.
Because they're running underneath Wraught. And Wraught is about
like
55 feet in the room.
Cool. I'll dash to just body block in front of them.
Okay, because you can move 60 feet, yeah? With dash?
I can move 70 feet.
70! Full action.
I have a base speed of 35.
Knock down the next door, Melon.
Full action dash, you are able to, yeah, exactly like you said, just run full tilt, knocking over bits of, like, partially finished toys and half-built rocking chairs, a ball of, or a wicker basket full of unpainted wooden balls goes spilling across the floor as you just rocket along one side of the wall and pull right in between the soldiers and where Wraught is flying.
Ahead of them.
Ahead of them, absolutely, yes. Then that will bring up Otto.
Cool. I'm going to... fuck it. I know what to do now, so I'm going to go ahead and just do what I got to do. I'm going to hit this stupid last mimic that's left.
All right, roll hit.
26 to hit?
Absolutely.
Cool. 6. 7. And 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Is that enough to kill it?
It is still hanging on.
Grr.
All right, hit it again. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
25.
Yeah, easy.
3. Oh, nope, not that one. Not that one. Don't look at that
Okay.
one. That's lucky footwork. Didn't mean to. Got excited. Saw D4. Doesn't matter. Same
it doesn't
thing.
matter. It's a D4 either way.
Yeah. I rolled the same thing, but 6, 2, and then 12 points of damage.
One more time. Could you paint me a picture?
Cool. Still feeling the warmth of the last shot. I literally look for anything that looks like an look for a weak point that looks like an eyeball and just say, "Go fuck yourself. You don't go with the room," and shoot it right in the side.
You don't go with the room.
Yep. Yeah.
Whole thing clashes.
And
Yep.
as with this critique of the interior design, very
Not
true
smart
for
choice.
what it's worth. It is true. And just, you shoot one more time, bubbles into nothingness.
Cool. Move now. Going to run to the other room, and can I see a tin soldier?
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to press that. Yes, as you run into this room, there are two here. Melon is on the opposite side of them.
I'm gonna shut him out. Are we fighting these?
Yeah.
Cool. War priest. Bonus action.
Let's do it.
Hit one. $24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, good. Fucking good. Got 4 points. 6. And... So I got a question. How does sharpshooter work again? Do I have to call it first? Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. That's fine. I know now for the future.
Just also for the future, the dreadful strikes. I think you've been applying it on multiple shots throughout your turn.
Yeah.
You can only do it once per turn,
Oh, I thought it was each attack.
which can only take this extra damage once per turn. Oh, each target can only take the extra damage once per turn.
Okay.
So you can do it multiple times, but it has to be used against multiple targets. That's the wording.
Okay. Bet. Got it. So, what did I say? 12 points of damage?
For this one, because it is a new target, yeah, that is going to be
All right.
12 points of damage.
Bet.
And
That ends my turn.
as the arrow impacts, the head spins around to you. And that will bring us to the wormling. The wormling here in this room is still focused on the now visible Kieren and is going to make an additional strike as the two of you circle each other. The young girl, having gotten to her feet and just run and pressed herself against the wall, and is starting to try to make her way back to where the rocking chair is. With a 12, the wormling snaps at you, misses, and still doesn't get its breath weapon back. Man, I have not rolled a 5 or a 6 on this D6 yet. Come on. But that now brings us to Bodhi, as there is still a fight raging inside multiple rooms here in Loomlurch. Well, actually, no. In 2 rooms.
Okay, so I'm in the room where the mimics just were, correct?
Correct.
Can I move enough into the next room, because Otto just ran in there to attack something, and I'm gonna probably do the same.
You could, with your regular movement, get about 15 feet into the room.
Fantastic. And my echo as well. It's
Yep.
just gonna boop 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 boop. And so now what is Bodhi seeing in this room exactly right now? Enemy-wise.
In
Tin
terms
soldiers?
In terms of enemies, there are 2 tin soldiers in here.
Okay.
That one, the head is, as you step in here, spins around to look at Otto. The other is now focused on Melon, who has interposed himself between it and Wraught.
Okay. I think from there, I'm going to, I think the smarter option is to call my Echo again, even though he's already there. I think it's a thing I can do.
You can command the Echo to move up to 30 feet with no action.
I want him to go over by where Melon is. And I will stay by Otto. And then at that point in time,
you wouldn't be able to get the Echo to where Melon is because he's about 55 feet in the room.
Okay, yeah.
And it could get the farthest it could get would be if you used a bonus action to resummon it after you moved about 30 feet into the room. So it could get kind of close, but not.
That was kind of what I was going to do because I'm just going to use my 2 attacks. For my action anyway.
You run forward and send your Echo out in front of you, and it manifests 15 feet in front of you, about still 20, 25 feet away from where Melon is.
Okay. And at that point, he can't move anymore, and I will just attack what is directly in front of me and Otto. Tin Soldier.
Well, the Tin Soldier is still about 40 feet away. Auto attack from range, so you would have to throw something. So actually, from
I can't do that. So I will. I have
25 feet.
I can't really do anything. So I will wait until I can get close enough to attack.
Okay. So you run in, send your Echo forward. You could, if you want, burn your action then to dash. To get closer.
Could. Yeah. I mean, I'll do that.
If you're not using your action anyway.
Yeah, I might as well do that.
Okay. So.
I was thinking, I was like,
so here's the thing, actually. If you do that, if you burn your action to dash and then manifest your Echo, the Echo would be where Melon
within range,
is.
And then I can take both attack actions.
Your next turn.
What? Oh, yeah.
Because it would have taken your action. Yep. So just like,
okay, cool. Sorry, my brain's a little fizzy right now. I'm having a hard time keeping everything a little straight there.
No, Bodhi's complicated as hell. You're super strong.
You have to keep track of 2 things. It's complex.
Yeah, it's just a little without a map. It's a little hard to see where my Echo is. I'm so reliant on that crutch.
You're doing great though.
Yay, thanks. That's very sweet of you.
You don't have to worry about specifics.
I'm gonna go ahead and from that point, I'm going to yell as loud as I can to draw attention to myself.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Okay then. Gromp.
I think it kind of went with the room, honestly. As I adjust the hat that I'm currently wearing and straighten up my clothing, and I'll just chase out after him, I suppose.
Okay. So at this point, as Gromp runs also into the workshop, where we have several children in here and tin soldiers and Wraught flying overhead, and deeper into the complex of Loomlurch, Kieren is still face-to-face with a green dragon wormling, having shattered the mirror belonging to Scabatha Nightshade. That is where we have to call tonight's session, just because it's getting late and I know people have things they have to do. So I would love to keep going, but we'll just have to wait 2 weeks, friends, because we will be back not this coming Saturday, but 2 weeks from now on the 18th, ideally. So just be sure to follow on Twitch or Instagram or wherever so that you can get notified if there are any schedule changes or anything like that. Thank you so much for playing this session, friends. Oh, what a wild ride of a combat that was. It's kind of slowed down now. Now it's only 2 combats instead of 3. Not bad. Want to give everyone, does anyone have any announcements for this week, next week, any events coming up or streams or anything like that anyone wants to shout out? Mav.
Hey everyone. It's for Blackout Internet here. it's a new year. That means new games and finishing up old games that I didn't get a chance to finish. I'm currently working through trying to finish up Cyberpunk 2027. I had that bitch at launch and still never finished it. I'm doing that on Wednesdays. And Saturdays, I'm still working through Dragon Age The Veilguard. And Sundays have been reserved to just play multiplayer games. Like tomorrow, for example, you can find me there at digitalclubhousetv, where I'll be playing Liar's Bar with Cheeky Duh, Ghost Body, and Mallow again. We're playing some cool ass multiplayer games on the PCs. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's it.
Anyone else with any announcements? Sarah?
Next time we play here in 2 weeks, I will probably be playing from my laptop as well because I'm going to be in Canada for work.
Oh, very cool. Well, if we need to reschedule, if it doesn't work because you're being busy and awesome and doing cool things, we can always do that.
It's the Saturday. We just get there early so that we can make sure no problems with like the hotels
It's
or
fine,
work.
then.
She'll make it work.
I will make it work.
Well, any other announcements before we sign off, friends? First of all, those of you still here in the stream, please don't go anywhere. We love to raid, share the love, and support the TTRPG community. So hang on just a sec, even if you're going to be signing off here for the night. Any other announcements from anyone?
Now we're pretty boring.
Well, if that's the case, I will do my parting announcements. Remember, you can always listen to past episodes on Go Buff Yourself. That's the whole reason I keep this little poster right here, is just for these announcements. And because our friend drew it, and it's really cute. Well, maybe not cute. But you can listen to past episodes. I just finished and uploaded episode 15 of The City of the Crimson Tower. Awesome episode where the crew had their first face-to-face encounter with the vampire Stradia Vanzarovich. We also now have on there the Christmas and Die Hard themed Mothership one-shot, Dying on Hardlight Station. Go check both of those out if you want some actual place to listen to. But thank you all so much for being here. We are starting a raid for Transplanar. If you've ever been in the stream where I've used the role play prompts where someone rolls 2d100s and there are several prompts, that was a little system created by the DM of this channel. So let's go show them some love. They're wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. And until we see you next time, friends, in 2 weeks, stay wild. Let's raid.
Bye, wild things.
And
Bye.